What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Ncaa and Danny back at it for another video for March Madness. Today I'm going to be doing my South region predictions for the 2021 NCAA tournament. My video yesterday was within the West region and my predictions for that region in the NCAA tournament. And if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It is my most recent video. And here we go. This is my predictions for the South region. And the first game is between Baylor and Hartford. This is a pretty easy one. I'm going to go with Baylor here. And the next game is between two pretty solid college basketball programs within North Carolina and Wisconsin. This is a really tough game. Probably, definitely the most difficult of all these first-round matchups in the South region to pick from. But I think that I'm going to take North Carolina here because Wisconsin has struggled a lot, especially when they play against better teams. The top four teams in the Big Ten, Ohio State, Illinois, Michigan, and Iowa, Wisconsin has lost, I think, all their games except for maybe one, or actually maybe all their games against those four elite teams in the Big Ten. I know North Carolina isn't that good of a team, but they have been on as of late, and they've been playing pretty good down the stretch, and I think North Carolina takes this one in a very close game between these two teams. All right, next game between Villanova and Winthrop. Villanova was as high as a 2 seed a couple weeks ago, but their best player, Connor Gillespie, their lead point guard, now out for the year, and they have looked very, very, very bad without him. And Winthrop, very good team. They're in a not that great of a conference, but they only have one loss this year, and they've been playing very good. They're a very fast, quick-paced team, and I'm going to pick the upset here. I'm going to take Winthrop to win against Villanova here. All right, next game between Purdue and North Texas. North Texas, pretty solid defensive team. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop Tevion Williams and Purdue, but I think North Texas might be able to keep this pretty close, but Purdue, outside of the top few teams in the Big Ten, they have looked very good this year, and especially when their big men are not able to be guarded. I'm going to take Purdue here to advance to the second round. All right, next game between Texas Tech and Utah State. Utah State out of the Mountain West, Texas Tech from the Big 12. Texas Tech by far has had the better schedule and the tougher opponents this year. They do have more losses, but I think that they'll be able to win this game and advance to the second round here. All right, next game between Arkansas and Colgate. Colgate's one of those teams where I don't think we've seen enough of them to know how good they really are. They've played very good in the games that they have been able to play in. They've only played, I think, 14 or 15 games this season. And in the net rankings, I'm pretty sure they're in the top 10 as of now. And they're playing against Arkansas, who's a very good team out of the SEC. I'm going to take Arkansas here, but I wouldn't be surprised if Colgate kept this close. And even if Colgate won, I would not be too surprised. But I'm going to go with Arkansas here. All right, next game between Florida and Virginia Tech. This should be a pretty good one. This is a tough one to pick from. Probably the second most difficult game to pick from in this first round of this region, besides North Carolina and Wisconsin. But I'm going to take Virginia Tech here. I think that they're a little bit of a better team, and I think that them playing in the ACC, they've had a bit of a tougher schedule and have gone through a little bit more of a harder schedule throughout the year than Florida has. All right, in the last game of the first round for the South region between Ohio State and Oral Roberts, I'm going to take the Buckeyes here. I don't think this one will be too close. All right, now for the second round matchups. First one between Baylor and North Carolina. Do I think North Carolina could pull off this upset? They probably have a chance, but Baylor's just such a good all-around team, and I think that they'll be able to get past them with their great guard play. All right, next game between Winthrop and Purdue. This actually, I think, would be a pretty good second-round matchup. Each team probably wouldn't match up great against one another, as Purdue would need to be trying to stop Winthrop's fast-paced offense, as they're, I'd say, a little bit more of a slower-paced team. And while Winthrop is trying to be able to stop Purdue's big man, Tevion Williams. And I'm going to take Purdue here. I think this one could probably be a pretty close game, but I'm going to take the Boilermakers to advance to the Sweet 16. All right, next game between Texas Tech and Arkansas. This, of the 4 games that are going to be played in the second round in this region, I personally think this will be the closest one. Texas Tech's a bit more of a more defensive team, and they've probably got I'd say they have a bit more experience, not only in March Madness, but in college basketball in general than Arkansas, as most of their players are juniors and seniors on Texas Tech. And I think in this matchup, Arkansas is going to get a little bit frustrated with Texas Tech's good defense, and I'm going to pick the Red Raiders to advance to the Sweet 16 here. All right, in the last game of the second round between Virginia Tech and Ohio State, I'm going to take the Buckeyes here. I think they'll be able to pretty easily win this game. I don't think it should be too close. All right, now for the Sweet 16 matchups. First one between Baylor and Purdue. I think that Baylor will be able to stop Tevion Williams of Purdue in this matchup, and I think they'll be able to get a pretty large victory in this game and advance to the Elite Eight. All right, and then in the other Sweet 16 matchup between Texas Tech and Ohio State, I am going to take the Buckeyes here. I think that this might be a pretty close game, but I think Ohio State's got a really good offense and several players who are legitimate threats to drop 30 points a game, and I'm going to take Ohio State here. And that sets up a Elite Eight game between Baylor and Ohio State. This game will be great. I mean, just like how Ohio State was against Illinois in that Big Ten championship, great game I think it'll be. And I'm going to pick Ohio State to win this game. I think that Ohio State is just going to be able to pull off a bit of an upset here and advance to the Final Four. All right, guys, those are my predictions for the South region. I have Ohio State coming out of that region into the Final Four. And if you guys haven't seen already, check out my West region prediction video that has already been posted. And I will be posting the Midwest region video tomorrow at 7:30 Central, as well as the East region on Wednesday at 7:30 Central. And I'll be posting my Final Four prediction video this Thursday, as well as posting a video of after the second round is actually played of my predictions from the Sweet 16 and on. And yeah, those are my predictions. And make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video so you know next time I post. And yeah, that's going to be it.